Hello, and welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So last night we actually got the V-Jump links for Dokkan, and as you guys can see here, we are finally seeing LR merge Zamasu. I have the full scan pulled up here, but everything down here is everything we already know about the two EZAs. But if you look, you got the SSR, the TUR, and then the actual LR art. This LR art is probably one of my favorites in the entire game. Like, this just looks phenomenal, and I'm glad that we're actually finally getting a chance to see him. I think we should get his information tweeted out sometime this weekend. My guess would be tomorrow night for when we're seeing. The latest would be, I believe, Sunday. But I wanted to take a look at Zamasu cards in general to also just predict what this Zamasu is probably going to look like in terms of links and categories. So if we look at, let's see, this Zamasu is, I think, the best bet on a good way to judge, because this is the only just straight up fusion Zamasu. No, like, not enrage, not the Bukake arm, not anything like that, just straight up fuse to Zamasu. So for links, he has Nightmare, Fused Fighter, Big Bad Bosses, Dismal Future, and Cold Judgment. These 5 links are probably a shoe-in for him to have. Then you're going to add on something like Legendary Power, and then probably Fierce Battle. So if his link set is Nightmare, Fused Fighter, Big Bad Bosses, Dismal Future, Cold Judgment, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, I think his best linking partner is actually going to be the AGL Goku Black, because he is a unit that has Cold Judgment, and that is going to be a very, very, very important link to activate, because that is a major defensive link. 25% in defense is too good to not get. So let's see, they would have Nightmare, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, Dismal Future, and Cold Judgment. So that is all around a lot of attack, about 2 key, and 50% in defense shared between them, and just an overall tons of attack. Plus the fact that this AGL Goku Black also supports Future Saga category allies, so I would assume that this Goku Black will be this new LR's best linking partner. Though there are some categories that I don't think that this Goku Black or this LR Fuse Zamasu is going to be on, that being Exploding Rage, because that is basically exclusive to Bukake arm Zamasus. And if you noticed, Fused Zamasu has these categories: Realm of Gods, Potara, Future Saga, Time Traveler, Final Trump Card, World by Chaos, Battle of Fate, and Fused Fighter. Nowhere in there do we see things that the AGL Zamasu has in Transformation Boost, Final Trump Card, or actually no, he might have Final Trump Card. Oh yeah, he does. So he doesn't have Exploding Rage, Gifted Warriors, or Transformation Boost, but he should still have all of the other categories. So that means that this Fused Zamasu LR is probably also not going to have Transformation Boost, Exploding Rage, and Gifted Warriors in just the same categories as this one. Now, that could be both a benefit and a curse for this guy, because while the other Zamasus are on a lot of these categories, it's a little weird where they only count the regular Zamasu as being a Gifted Warrior and not Fused Zamasu, and they don't count Fused Zamasu as a Transformation Boost, so that's not going to be there. And again, Exploding Rage is just because of the mutated Bukake arm Zamasu, so that's why, like, regular Fusion Zamasu is not going to be on there. Granted, we don't know what this guy does or his animation, so there could be something in there that'll give him maybe Exploding Rage if he has some sort of Rage active skill to go into the Bukake arm. But as of right now, it looks like these are just going to be his categories, which is not a bad set of categories. He's still going to have access to a 200% leader skill with the Future Saga Battle of Fate team. So at least that's going to be able to be ran on this for this guy. So he's not going to be left out of a 200% category like some of the other LRs that we've gotten recently. So that's pretty good. Like, because I know LR Golden Frieza, he does not have a 200% lead, and neither do any of the Goku Blacks or the LR Trunks and Mai. So this is actually going to be a unit that will have access to the new 200% category, so we don't have to worry about that. I think he's going to have a very decent link set that's going to be able to link him up with this guy, any other Goku Blacks. He's also going to link well with LR Vegeta and Trunks, as they should have Dismal Future, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power at the very minimum. If they give this guy Prepared for Battle, I don't know why they would, but they could. I feel like that'd be really good. like, because the main thing that is like a hindrance for like fused Zamasu characters is the fact that they love giving them fused fighter. That is just not a link that like you're gonna get active very often, because unless you're running the fused fighter team, this link is like dead, because you're only gonna be able to link it up with other fused Zamasus or Zamasu characters, and this character will have probably the same name because his name is for some reason not mutated like this one is, so he will not be able to link up with this new LR. So you got that to think about. Any other Zamasus will also probably not be able to be ran and get this fused fighter link unless you're running this guy, but this guy's just not good enough anymore. Like, he can do decent damage on the 200% lead, but his defense is just terrible. You're not running this guy anywhere. So with that being said, that's pretty much everything we can really talk about the Zamasu. I feel like he's going to be very good. We did get that weird update where they changed how dodge is like affected in game, so there's a potential that this fused Zamasu LR is going to have a very big focus on dodging, which is, in my opinion, very weird, as if you look at this Zamasu and mainly this one, all like they have damage reduction in their passives instead of anything like dodging or anything like that. So a little quirky in terms of what Zamasu units typically do, but I still feel like this unit is going to be probably a top 10 unit in the game. At least that's what I'm really hoping for, especially if the same guy who's making this is making or made a LR Golden Frieza, because LR Golden Frieza is insanely good, and if this guy is even close to as good as him, then we're going to be really cooking, because all of the units that you're going to want to pair with this guy are also insanely good. Anyway, let me know how you guys feel about LR Merge Zamasu, and if you guys are going to be summoning. I personally will, because I love Goku Black and Zamasu characters. And that has been this video. I will see you guys when we actually get the full information for this. I'll make sure to get that video up as soon as possible.